It's 4:45, the day after, the night before. It's Tuesday now. I started work last night at 11 o'clock after spending the night at that yard in concert. Picked the trailer up and I've made my way down. We are currently on the M11, just coming past Duxford, junction 10 of the M11. We're about an hour and 45 minutes away. We're not going Watford, we're going Croydon. Yes, we have been to Costco in Croydon before, and yes, I have videoed it. But that is where we are going. Don't know where afterwards yet. Just know that's where we're going. We've got toilet roll and kitchen roll on the trailer. The trailer is a box refrigerated trailer, and it is a Freshline branded trailer. If I remember, I'll get a picture of it today. So that's what we are doing. I've had a 45-minute rest, reset my drive time, because I drove for nearly 4.5 hours before I took it, so it's all good. Yeah, basically it's down the M11, join the M25, going round the M25 clockwise, over the Dartford Bridge, round the bottom and up to Croydon. So that is the plan of attack. Duxford is on the right. Can't really see it, you won't see it, and I can hardly see it, so yeah, that's what's happening. Just thought I'd let you know. Yeah, that's. Hope you all enjoyed yesterday's video. Like I say, it was definitely something different seeing those pallets being picked, and I'm still in awe of it. It still amazed me. Nothing like that today, I don't think. It'll just be standard stuff today, I reckon. But you never know. You never know. Yeah, so I'm going to keep going. I'm going to try get round the M25 before the rush hour starts. Last time I done this delivery, I got caught up in the traffic coming around the bottom of the M25. Booking time for it is 7 o'clock. At the moment, the navigational device says I'm going to be there for 6:30. So it'd be nice if I am going to be there for 6:30. I'm quite happy with getting there half an hour early. They might tip me, they might tell me to wait. Either way, that's fine by me. Anything's better than sitting on the M25. Right, onwards! motorway bit done. Just got the last little bit now. Obviously you saw this the other day, but it was all time lapsed. So I thought we'd do it today in normal speed. I will cut bits of it out, like if I get sat in any traffic for ages, but traffic's not been too bad. It was a little bit down on the bottom of the M25, but that was kind of expected. We're ETA there now is 7 o'clock, which is the booking time, so still not too bad, like. Bloody idiots on the motorway doing like 40 mile an hour in a 60 mile an hour restricted area, and it's like, really? And then like for the exit for coming off, basically lane 1 became the exit, and it warns you about 2 mile before it, but lane 1 is going to be effectively the slip road for getting off. People are still sat in it right up until the last minute, and then trying to dart into the back onto the M25, and then obviously people aren't letting them in, and it's causing everybody to come to an absolute grinding halt, and it actually makes the whole process a lot slower. If people thought and started doing what it actually tells them to do when it tells them to do it, the motorways would flow a lot better than what they actually do. The problem is, and hopefully it might change now that they've changed the laws, but like when I passed my test, you weren't allowed on a motorway as a learner. You could only go on once you'd passed your test, and you could pay extra to have like Pass Plus lessons. So they'd take you on a motorway and show you how a motorway works and stuff like that. Well, I never done it because it's expensive enough as it is to try and learn to drive without having to pay the extra just to learn how a motorway works. Most people didn't bother. And the problem is, a lot of people, no matter how long they've been driving, still don't grasp the idea of how a motorway works. They get nervous. If you're nervous about driving on a motorway, don't. It's that easy. Don't drive on a motorway. If you're not confident enough to do it, don't. Even if you've been driving for bloody 20, 40 years, what have you, if you're not confident enough to do it, if you're not confident and you get nervous, don't do it. Contact a driving instructor and get some tuition on a motorway so that you're not nervous, because when you're nervous and you're not sure what you're doing and stuff, you cause more issues than if you knew what you were doing. That's my thought on it anyway, and it's just annoying because you see people and they're like proper, you can see the nerves, you can see them sweating, you can see it like the panic stricken in their eyes, and cyclists, you can see the fact that they don't know what they're doing, and everything about them just screams I shouldn't be on this road, but they still insist, maybe because they have to go on a motorway to get to work or what have you, but they still insist in doing it. Personally, if I wasn't confident in doing it, I wouldn't. and I would ask, like, get some help and some extra training. It just grinds my gears, it really does. And then you got the other end of the spectrum, the people who shouldn't be on a motorway because of the fact that the reactions aren't quick enough. And they know their reactions ain't quick enough, so they drive slower. And it all just causes issues for everybody. And it can be dangerous. Yeah, you had plenty of chance, mate, to stop. Thank you very much, mate. But yeah, like, yes mate, I'm doing the speed limit, so what was the point in that? I've completely lost my train of thought of where I was now. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Yeah, if your reactions aren't quick enough to drive on a motorway, don't. You should give up. I don't agree with it. When I get to a certain age, I have to actually go take a medical to carry on driving HGV. I know when you get to a certain age, the DVLA send you a letter that if you're a car driver, and all you have to do is tick a box yourself, declaring whether you're medically fit or whether you're not. You make that decision yourself, which is wrong. You shouldn't, because obviously people don't want to give up driving. I mean, I can understand that I wouldn't want to give up. You lose all sense of independence, you know, because you've then got to rely on a bus, or you've got to rely on friends and family to give you a lift everywhere, or taxis or what have you. So I can completely understand why people don't want to obviously tick the box saying that they're not fit to drive, but it shouldn't be down to them. It should be down to a doctor, someone who's medically trained to decide whether they're allowed to drive or not down to that individual, because that individual clearly is never going to tick the box saying no, I'm not fit to drive. They're always going to tick the box saying yeah, I'm fit enough to drive, righty. And they always will, but they're never going to change that, are they? Because it's just, it's what's the word? It's hassle then, isn't it? Where the hell do you think you're going, pal? Car come from the right then and tried coming across in front of me. And there's no point going around this bus. Hopefully just going to pull straight back off. Come on then. But yeah, they need to assess it. They need to do something about it because it's ridiculous. I think I've mentioned it before in one of my other videos. But the old boy who used to live next door to us before he passed away, he had dementia, apparently. But he definitely wasn't well and fit enough to drive, but yet he still did, because he wasn't going to give up himself, was he? So yeah, it should be changed. Once you get over a certain age, you have to go see a medical professional and get assessed, and then every so many years after that you have to go get reassessed. See if we can get in the right lane this time. Cyclists bloody everywhere, zigzagging, they're weaving in and out of you. That's one thing I'd say. If you're ever coming into a city or a town centre, or London especially, and you're driving a wagon, keep an eye on all your blind spots. Keep an eye on absolutely everything. Am I in the right lane? I'm just going to hazard a guess. Yeah, keep an eye on all your mirrors, constantly checking everything like that. Because these cyclists, they will go in and out whatever way they possibly can, and the cars will do the same. Cars will creep up your inside, so when you've stopped, obviously you look in your mirror as you're stopping and you think, yep, champion, there's nothing on the inside of me. Keep looking, because something will appear there while you're not paying attention. Guaranteed. This is ridiculous. So I'm now sat right across the middle of this junction. Take both lanes so I don't wipe out the corner. And I believe I want to be in the middle lane. But I know exactly how tight it is, so I'm gonna just straddle the right lane a little bit, telling people don't even think about it. Doesn't just tell them, it physically stops them because they can't get past you. Same again here. I'm just gonna push out a little bit. There we go. It did exactly what I wanted it to, because that van, he was coming flying up behind me like he was going to come past the outside of me. And as soon as I moved over that little bit, he backed off. I watched him back right off. He knew what I was telling him. You've got to be careful, mind, doing it, because some vehicles don't. They just think you can't stay in your own lane, and then they'll try come round you. But the majority of them understand. The majority of people work out what you're actually trying to do, especially if they're from around this area. That if they drive this route daily, etc., you normally tend to find if they do drive this route daily and they're from around here, they know the road layouts, they know that the corners are a little bit tight or what have you, so then sometimes they're not. Sometimes people are completely oblivious to the size of us, and believe that I can get round a corner exactly the same way that they can. But you'll always get it. Here, look at this clown. What an idiot. Because he thinks he's got a flashy, expensive motor. Got him what? One place? Both doing exactly the same speed. Well, he wasn't when he come past me. There was only one lane down there. There was no white lines denoting that that was 2-lane road, so... Bumpy. Go left again in a minute. Oh. Alright, because it got that Range Rover miles, didn't it? I mean, look, there he is. Well worth it. All that distance in front of me. Oh, I see he's driving like a complete cat. Change the letters and you'll get what I mean. Oh, he's even going exactly the same way as us. Definitely a cat. Definitely. Some people need to just chill out and take 5 minutes. Especially in London, everybody's constantly in a rush. Gotta go everywhere at 100 miles an hour. What are you doing, Tipper? Are you staying there? Right. We're here, so I shall catch you in a bit. Right, that's that Costco delivery done. Now I am going to Fresh Lines Yard at Paddock Wood. It's 8:30 now, so I should be there in 45 minutes. All depends on the traffic. Pretty sure, yes, we came here last week. So we know where we're going. We've got it saved in the navigation device, so it will take us right to the doorstep. We'll be spending the night there, and there's obviously something very slow going up this hill, but I shall get on with it. I'll time-lapse the journey there. Most of it, I don't want to bore you. So yes, we shall push on.